Hello, everyone. You are watching Valentina Design Universe. This is the place where you will find inspirational people or creative people and those who decide to live exceptionally in life or to do exceptional things. I am Valentina Cirasola, your host. In this new series called Inspiration From, we will get to know various people in different trades or arts. Today, my guest is an Italian jazz singer, and her name is Francesca Gramegna. She is Italian, as I said. Francesca made her debut in 2009 with her first solo album called Blindside, released by GB Music, Smooth Notes. The record has been described as a lucid dream that attracts, bewitches, and satisfies from the first to the last song. Very interesting. She received a variety of accolades, such as the Nokia Trend Lab Award in Milan. The founder of Radio Rai Show is an Italian station in Italy. Chose one of her songs for a special episode. With a British producer, James Bright, she wrote the song "My Only Drug" with an Italian composer, Stefano Lentini. She collaborated on several fictions soundtracks for the Italian TV. With Maestro Nerio Papik Poggi, she collaborated in making a smooth jazz version of a song by Bruno Martino. It was part of the compilation of Cocktail Martino, which was published by Irma Records in Italy and Japan. She is such a prolific singer and composer, and she's done so much in her young life so far. I wish I had all the time to enumerate all that she has done, but I guess you will hear directly from her in a moment. So let's welcome Francesca. Francesca, hello. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Hi, Valentina. Thank you. I'm super. Thank you.
Very good. Very good. You've done so much in life already, and you are so young. I'm so happy for you. But what is the role of music in your life, and why did you get into it?
Well, it's kind of not a real choice. It's not something that I decided to do. I feel like I've been picked by music because since when I was a little child, my mama used to tell me stories such as me running in front of the TV the moment I heard a specific tune from maybe a commercial or a TV show. And I was a super musical child. I was always singing. The first memories I have of me with a microphone in my hand, I think I was like 3 or 4 years old. And I used to sing and entertain the whole family with my cousins. And especially during the holidays, we were creating kind of shows and acting, dancing, and singing, playing music. We were having so much fun. But music has always been the core, the center of everything that I have done in my life.
Mm-hmm. And so I can say that, or you can say that this has been a passion, right? Since the music picked you, this has been your passion, right?
Yeah, it's always been the thing that I felt to do, no matter what. Even if I wasn't feeling, if I was feeling happy, I felt to sing. And if
Yeah.
I was feeling sad, I felt to sing. So it was always with me for
Yes.
any reason.
Very nice. You had a few years. You lived for a few years in Zanzibar, as I recall, right?
Yeah, my
How
husband
that
is from
that
Tanzania.
culture affected your music? Because by that time you were singing already, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, I think I have always been drawn towards mysterious kinds of music.
Mhm.
I remember hearing when I used to go to the sea with my parents, I was hearing some, I think it was Indian music from a neighbor,
Mhm.
which was probably from Sri Lanka or something like that, or Pakistan maybe.
Mhm.
And my father was like, "Oh, I don't understand this. What kind of noise is this?" And I was like, "No, I love it. It's beautiful." So every time I've been traveling around, music has always been the first connection to the place. So it was also a way for me to learn the language because
Mhm.
by learning the songs, I was also getting to know the language and the tradition and the culture of the place. So it has blended in what I had already in my musical world, and it's made it richer.
So you would kind of blend that kind of exotic music into your own music composition, right? You kind of
Absolutely.
blend the sounds.
Yes, I try to learn how to use so many different styles
Hmm.
and put them together to create something new as
Hmm.
much as that could be possible, because in music, you know, it's
Yeah.
hard to create something totally new. So blending together different styles,
Hmm.
maybe it's a nice way to create something different.
And sometimes, the mixtures are come up so much better and in anything. The mixtures are always, think about food, when you mix different ingredients, they come up with a special flavor, and so is music, I would think, right?
Yes, I use spices a lot when I cook.
Yeah.
So I totally agree in that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So among other things that you do in life, you compose music, you sing, you also sing for large events like weddings.
Yes,
How does
mostly
that
for
work?
weddings.
How does that work? For instance, the bride comes to you and gives you a selections of her type of music, or it's entirely up to you what you offer?
No, absolutely. I try to um, use my knowledge and put it for use of the bride and the couple. It's not only the bride. For someone who's getting married, music is gonna be so it's gonna affect the way of the mood of the wedding, the
Mhm.
way people perceive what's going on. So the atmosphere, the whole atmosphere of the event is going to be affected by music. So my job is to help the couple create the right atmosphere by selecting the right songs. So of course we have our own playlist. Let's
Mhm.
say we have hundreds of songs available, which
Mhm.
we spend time to study and put together, and also arranging them, because we also try to put a little bit of our style
Right.
when we play music. So we try to help. I try to help the couples that come to us, creating the right playlist that's exactly perfect for them, for what
Mhm.
they have in mind. So there's never been any wedding that was similar to another one. All the
Right.
weddings we did so far in 10 years now, they've always, all of them, they've been different from each
Mhm.
other.
Mhm. I imagine everyone has its own personality, And so they probably want someone very slow, someone very happy and danceable. That's the way I envision, right? To have a
Yes,
wedding music.
it's a
People,
party.
it's a party and they want to dance. But is there a chance to in these weddings event to put some of your own music, or is
Sure.
just right, the commercial
Yes,
music
yes.
that you play?
No, we let the choice to the couple,
Okay.
and so it's happened many times.
Mm.
They've asked us to play our own songs. That makes me so proud
Of course, of
because
course.
it makes it more like a concert,
Yes,
and it makes it even more special, I believe.
of course, and gives you the chance to other people to know what you do and what your real music it's all about, what I would say, right?
Yes, sure.
Yeah. So when you create a music, um, do you struggle to find the meaning of that special notes that will emotionally touch people? Do you struggle, or do you see colors that color your environment and give you inspiration of what your music will be? How does it work?
I don't really have a routine
Mhm,
when writing a song. I usually like to follow the emotions that come, that flow.
mhm,
But it usually starts with some melody that gets stuck in my head,
mhm,
and it keeps coming. And then I say, okay, let me record this. Let me try to um, keep it
mhm,
to start something from that. And then I can take my guitar or the keyboard and start adding notes and a soundscape. And most of the times, when I'm writing the lyrics,
mhm,
I can see like images, like in a movie. I
mhm.
can see what I'm trying to say, and that helps me finding the words.
Right.
Um, and that doesn't always happen. It in almost never happens in Italian.
Mhm.
I wouldn't know why exactly. Most of the time, this happens in English, but sometimes it also happens in Spanish and in Portuguese or in French.
Yeah, because you do speak all those languages, right?
Not so fluently, not all of them. I mainly sing in Spanish and Portuguese. I can understand pretty well,
Mhm,
but it's easier to write than to speak, of course.
mhm. Yeah, yeah,
While English, I'm using it all the time, so it's a
yeah.
little bit easier.
So it's easier for you to think in English and maybe visualize things in English, right?
Yes, especially because
Excuse
I
me.
love movies. So those images that come in my mind
Mm,
sometimes are also memories of something that I have seen,
mhm.
and the words come most of the time in English because I watch movies in English. Maybe that's
Right,
the
right.
reason. I
Yeah.
just figured that out.
Excuse me.
Don't
All
worry.
right. So I do see you play the ukulele. It
Yeah.
sounds so pretty. Is that an instrument that you like, the instrument that you like the most, or you prefer guitar, or what other instruments do you favor?
Usually, I'm using the guitar when
Mhm.
I'm writing the songs or
Right.
when I am playing live,
Mhm.
because it's the instrument I've been studying the longest.
Mhm.
I don't really. I think it's around 20 years,
Mhm.
but I'm still not a good guitarist. But it's the one that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable because
Mhm.
it's never easy playing an instrument and singing at the same time. But
Mhm.
the guitar at least gives me the tiniest comfort I need
Mhm.
to be able to sing and relax.
Right. It
And I
seems
have to
like
say
to
that,
me that I'm not a musician. I love music. I really love music, but I'm not a musician, obviously. And to me, the sound of a guitar is very relaxing. So
yeah,
I imagine those who do play the guitar feel the same.
yeah, it's
Right?
comforting.
It's comforting, yes. And the sounds of ukulele is so magic, it's so sweet. Where did you
Yes.
learn that?
For someone who plays the guitar, playing the ukulele is quite easy
Easier?
because it has less strings
Yes.
and it's easier also to play. It's smaller. I have small hands, so
Mhm.
it was pretty easy.
Yeah.
The only thing is that with the ukulele, there's only so many rhythms you can do.
Mhm.
While with the guitar, you can change a little bit the mood of the song, and
Right.
it depends on which style you have in mind.
Mhm. Mhm. So do any of your music have a story?
Well, probably all of my songs have a story. I'm not always very conscious about
Mhm.
it. Sometimes it can take years to realize what I was writing about.
Mhm.
Also, because the development of a song can take up to several years to finish. I
Mhm.
can start a song and then forget about it, and then go back and work and find another piece and then forget about it again. And
Mhm.
then after 10 years, maybe say, oh, I think I finished it.
It's almost like writing a book. Some people start writing a book and then they leave it because they have nowhere to go. And then 10 years later, they pick it up again, right?
Yeah, like a painting.
Like a painting. Yeah. Yeah. It's about creating art. It's all about is creating beauty. And you know when that beauty is finished, I would think, right?
Yeah, you feel when
You
it's
know?
complete, you
Mhm.
can understand that.
Now, can you give us a short sample of your music? Do you have anything that you want to play for us?
Sure. I actually have one unreleased song
Mhm.
that I've been playing lately on Clubhouse
Mhm. Yeah.
various times. I have to say that this new social has become a kind of a pre-stage for me
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
I wasn't used to playing with my guitar, but through this I'm getting a little bit used to doing
Mhm.
this. So this song is called Right on Time.
Right on
I
time.
Yes,
Okay.
I wrote it last summer.
Mhm.
I remember it was a beautiful afternoon,
Mhm.
and I was finally relaxed
Mhm.
because last year it was a little bit rough.
Yeah.
So
Who did not have last year a rough last year?
yeah, but at least most of the people during summer they had a tiny break and they went on holiday and everything. Instead, I stayed home because I didn't have
Yeah.
any tenders, so I didn't even want to waste
Oh no,
uh,
I
money
thought
on
I thought
holidays.
last year nobody should have a birthday because we all have been stolen a year. And so
Exactly. It's so true. And my birthday was in August.
oh my, just vacation time.
But at least there was a moment I said, okay, I don't care about age, about time that's passing,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
I'm locked inside the house.
Right.
Still,
We
there
need
is
to
something
create.
good. Yes,
Yeah.
and I have time to play my music, to write new songs, so I'm gonna make the best out of it. So
And
I
you
did
did,
this.
right?
Yes. Let me do a quick sound check. Can you hear the guitar?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna add some effects on the microphone. Okay. So I'm right on time. I've never been so focused in my life, and I don't mind the distance from the world. You've come into my life. I felt the warm embrace of your love pouring into mine. You gave me a better life. We are right on time. There's no better moment to let go of the blind. Pointless fears we breathe when we are free, like a feather in the sun, like a river running wide, while the wind is whispering through your hair. Breathe and let the clouds lead you astray, while the light is softly reaching out to hold your hand. Okay.
That was very pretty, right on time,
Oh,
right?
thank you.
Very nice, very, very nice. So where I'm going to give you something to think about. Imagine you want to send a message in a bottle to go through seas and reach distant shores. What would your message be with your music?
Oh, my message with my music would be to not look for, not trying to be someone for the others to like.
Mm-hmm.
Try to be the best person that you will always like.
Okay.
This is especially for a musician. I mean,
Yes.
All my life I've been told, well, you should be a little bit more that, a little bit less that. You should do this and that. And, oh, I like you like this, but you should change that. So
Okay.
after all these years, I've realized that what really matters is what I like.
And what's your inside?
Yes, exactly. So
What you can communicate with your inner self to others.
exactly.
Yeah, just be
Exactly.
yourself. Great message. Yes, absolutely. So if people want to hire you or collaborate with you in different music, where would they find you? Do they have a place to go to visit you?
Sure. I have a website, which is www.francescagramegna.com. Name and surname. It's very easy. And other than that, I'm on every known social media on earth, especially on Clubhouse lately.
Yes.
But I'm using Instagram a lot, Facebook, and my music is on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music. It's pretty much everywhere. I hope that this song will be released soon. The most beautiful thing of this year, and that I would have never expected, and bad things don't always come to hurt.
Yes.
Because of this new social media, I have had the chance to get in touch with so many musicians around the world, and some of them are pretty famous. And are people who probably I would have never had the chance to meet in other ways.
Mhm.
And so many beautiful musicians are offering their help to finish my songs, because, of course, I can only do so much with the production. And I'm working on so many new projects, and I hope to be releasing a lot of new music soon, very soon.
Nice. That's a nice thing to hope. And once you are discovered on new places, you never know what is going to happen. So just let it happen. Let it go, flow freely. if people want to give you help and they want to collaborate with you, just let them, because you never know where it's going to take you.
Exactly.
So this was a pleasure to have you. Thank you for being with us. And I want to thank, because we are out of time, I want to thank everyone for being here. And I want to thank you, Francesca Gramegna, for being here with your music and all the pretty stuff that you play and compose. So don't let anyone ever stop you from being who you want to be, and to like and love what you want to love. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you, Francesca.
Thank
We
you,
had a great
Valentina.
time with you. Until the next episode of Valentina Design Universe, I'll say goodbye for now. Peace and love. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.